Hello, my name is Yasmin and welcome to Yoga with Yas. Thank you for joining me for today. If you're ready to get into your warm-up, have a lie flat on your back. I'm going to run through a warm-up and just a couple of sun salutations today. So just start laying on your back and give your knees a little bit of a hug, rocking gently side to side, stretching out your lower back, breathing in through your nose and out through your nose. Start tuning in with your body, any little niggles and aches that you might be feeling, anything you need to be cautious of during this flow. Is there anything you need to warm up a little bit more because it's feeling a little bit tight? You slept funny, or maybe you're at a desk for a while, hunching over. Bring your arms out to the side and let your legs gently fall towards your left-hand side. And if you like, you can look towards the fingertips on the right, or you can stay looking straight up towards the sky. If this stretch feels like too much, put a bolster underneath your knees, or you can straighten the top leg to increase that stretch. You should just feel a gentle stretch down the right side of your body. Remember breathing in and out through that nose if you can. Activate your core, bending the top leg if you straightened it. Bring the legs back to center, the legs a little hug on the way through, arms open out to the side. Legs fall down to the right-hand side now, and again, you can increase the stretch by straightening the top leg or putting a bolster underneath that leg. And you can look up at the sky or turn to look towards the left fingertips. Breathing in through your nose and out through your nose. Holding a moment longer. And then when you're ready, just bend the top leg, activate the core, legs back to center, give them a little hug, and then just place the heels down to really nice and close to your pelvis, hands just resting on either side. Engage your core, squeezing your glutes, lifting your pelvis up towards the sky. Holding here for a moment, breathing in and out. On the next exhale, lowering down towards the ground, vertebrae by vertebrae. Inhale, squeeze the pelvis up towards the sky, activating your core. Holding here. If you'd like, you can interlock your hands underneath you and lift up a little bit higher on your shoulders. Just make sure you're not putting any pressure on your neck with this one. Keeping the core strong. Pulling the tummy in. And then lowering the arms down. And we're going to take a hold of the inside of our feet. Just a gentle, happy baby. You might feel a little bit tight here. You can even rock a little bit side to side, or you can just hold. And you can either use your hands holding to the inside of the foot, or you can hook 2 fingers around each of your big toes. I tend to prefer a more solid hold over the inner foot that doesn't strain my big toe. Lowering the legs down, the feet come together, and we're just in a gentle butterfly. Feel the stretch through the inside of the thighs. Open the palms up towards the sky and just shuffle those shoulder blades underneath you. And you can even flutter the butterfly if you want, or you can hold. From here, rolling over into all fours. And on your next inhale, opening your body, looking up towards the sky as we arch for a couple of cat-cows. Exhale as you lower down and reverse. Inhale, opening up, looking towards the sky. Exhale, tucking the pelvic bone under. Inhale, up towards the sky. Exhale, lowering down. Inhale, back to center. Big toes come together, knees come out wider. Let your fingers walk forward as your pelvis drops back into a child's pose, just as far as is comfortable. And feel that stretch through the armpits. And rest your head on the ground here. Breathing in through your nose and out through your nose. Inhale back up into your tabletop. And then your right arm, we're going to do a thread the needle. We're going to open the right arm as we inhale, looking up towards the sky, just as far as is comfortable. You don't need to strain yourself all the way up. Exhale as you thread that right arm underneath the left armpit and lower to let your head rest down on the ground. Just feeling a gentle stretch through the back of your right shoulder. Holding for a moment longer. Then inhale, arm comes back to center. Reset yourself. Inhale the left arm, just rotating as far as is comfortable. Fingertips come up towards the sky, looking up. And then exhale as you thread that left arm underneath the right armpit, head resting gently on the ground, keeping the core active here. Breathing in and out. Inhale, back up to center. And then just dropping back down onto your heels if that's within your practice. If that's comfortable, you can have your toes pushed straight back, or if you'd like more of a stretch through the arches, you can have your toes tucked under. So whether you're resting on the top of your feet or toes under, doesn't matter. Whatever's comfortable. Give the shoulders a big roll. Inhale, lifting them up. Exhale, roll them down, lifting them up and down. Just a couple through here. Interlock the fingers, and then pushing up towards the sky. Feeling that stretch through the feet, through the arms, looking up. Feel the armpits and the body lengthening. Reduce that grip, just let that go, and then take the left hand to the right wrist and gently coming over to the left hand side. Feel the stretch through the right side of your body, just a gentle side bend. Inhaling back up, right hand comes around the left wrist. Exhale as you bend over to the right hand side, gentle side bend on the left. Inhale, back up to center. And from here, place your hands down to the ground and just stepping up into a forward fold. Keeping the knees nice and soft, as bent as you need to be comfortable, and let your hands just rest on the ground. Breathing in and out. Inhale as you roll vertebrae by vertebrae and sweep your arms up towards the sky, squeezing the glutes gently, upward salute. Exhale, let the arms float down. Take a step towards the front of your mat. Inhale, sweep the arms up towards the sky. Exhale, you can swan dive with the arms going backwards and down, or you can just bring them straight forward, but back into your forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. You can float your fingertips on the ground, hands maybe on your shins or up on your thighs, wherever is best for you, but working towards that nice flat back. And then exhale as you step backwards into a plank and lower the knees down to the ground for this first one. Engage the glutes, engage the core. Tuck that pelvis under. And exhale as you lower all the way to the ground. Inhaling for that baby cobra. Lift your hands up just to check that you're not forcing yourself up into this position. The glutes are nice and strong here. Tucking the feet underneath. Exhale as you push up into your downward facing dog. Spread your fingers out wide, the toes out wide. Really suction cup yourself to the earth and tilt your pelvis up towards the sky. Taking a breath here, breathing in. And exhale, sink a little bit deeper. Maybe even walk the dog a little bit, lifting those heels up and down. Feeling the calves lengthening and stretching. Breathing in. And out. And walking towards the front of your mat. Inhale for a halfway lift. Exhale, folding forward. Inhale, arms sweep up towards the sky. Squeeze the glutes. Exhale, arms come down. Roll the shoulders back and down. Reset. Inhale, arms sweep up towards the sky. Squeeze the glutes. Exhale, folding forward. Breathing in and out. Inhale for your halfway lift. Exhale, stepping back. Knees or toes this time. If you're on your toes with me, nice and strong through the core. Tuck that pelvis underneath. Shoulders activate and lock into place. Shift your weight forward slightly and then bending to 90 degrees at the elbows. Inhale as you tuck the feet and up into your upward facing dog or baby cobra. Squeezing the glutes here. The knees are off the ground. Shoulders are away from your ears. One foot at a time tucks under as you exhale back into your downward facing dog. Breathing in and out, walking those heels if that feels right. Breathing in and out, and walking towards the front of the mat. Inhale for a halfway lift. Exhale, folding forward. Inhale, rolling the body up. Squeeze the glutes. And exhale, the arms float down. And if you would like with this one, you can interlock your hands behind you or pull your shoulders back. Just take a breath here as you pull those shoulders back and away from your ears. Tucking the pelvis under, squeeze the glutes, breathing in and out. The knees are soft. Breathing in. And then exhale, slowly fold yourself forward. The arms come up as far as is comfortable. You don't have to push all the way to the sky. If you find the interlock is uncomfortable, you can just hold your hands as well. Some people find that interlocking position difficult. Holding here for a gentle shoulder stretch. Then exhale, lower the arms down. Let them rest in that forward fold. Inhale for a halfway lift. Exhale, the hands come down to the ground, stepping back into your plank. Knees or toes, shift the weight forward if you're on your toes, lowering to 90 degrees. And then inhale for that upward facing dog or baby cobra. Fingers a suction cup to the earth. Exhale, pushing up into your downward facing dog. Breathing in and out. Sink a little deeper. Walking towards the front of your mat. Inhale for a halfway lift. Exhale, folding forward. Inhale, arms sweep up towards the sky, squeezing the glutes. Exhale, lowering down. Inhale, arms come up. Exhale, folding forward, coming a little bit faster now. Inhale for a halfway lift. Exhale, stepping backwards, knees or toes, your chaturanga, you're lowering. Exhale, inhale for your upward facing dog, baby cobra. Tuck the toes underneath as you exhale into your downward facing dog. Breathing in and out. Walking towards the front of the mat. Inhale for a halfway lift. Exhale, folding forward. Inhale, arms come up towards the sky. Squeeze the glutes. Exhale, float your arms down. Inhale, arms come up. Squeeze the glutes. Exhale, folding forward. Inhale for a halfway lift. And exhale, stepping back. Knees or toes. Shift the weight forward if you're on your toes. Exhale, lowering down. Inhale, upward facing dog or baby cobra. Tuck the toes under. Exhale into your downward facing dog. And as always, feel free to take this as fast or as slow as you would like. Breathing in and out. If you've had enough of downward facing dog, you can always drop into a child's pose or tabletop, or even just corpse pose and listen in. Inhaling for a halfway lift. Exhale, folding forward. Arms lift up towards the sky. Squeeze the glutes. Exhale, lowering down. One more. Inhale. Arms come up. Squeeze the glutes. Exhale, folding forward. Inhale for a halfway lift. Exhale, stepping backwards, knees or toes, chaturanga. Inhale for your upward facing dog or baby cobra. Squeeze the glutes. Exhale as you come down into your downward facing dog. Tilt the pelvis towards the sky, sink a little deeper, your heels closer to the ground this time. Breathing in and out. Walking towards the front of the mat. Inhale for a halfway lift. Exhale, folding forward. Inhale, sweep the arms up towards the sky. Exhale, lowering the arms down. Now we're just going to finish coming to the floor. Inhale, arms come up. Exhale, folding forward. Inhale for a halfway lift. Exhale, stepping back. Drop the knees to the ground. The knees come out wide. The toes come together. Exhale into your child's pose. Breathing in and slowly out. And then in your own time, you can make your way into a laying position on your back. And just ground yourself, feel the earth beneath you. Give the knees a little bit of a hug again. We're going to finish with that spinal twist that we started with. And bring the arms out to the side like a T. Let your legs slowly fall towards the left-hand side. Again, bolster underneath your knees if you need, or straighten the top leg to increase it, looking towards the sky or towards those right fingertips. Feeling the stretch to the right side of your body. Try to slow your breathing down. Breathing in through your nose and out through your nose. Inhale those legs back to center, nice and strong through the core. And then exhale, the legs float to your right hand side. Straightening the top leg. If it's within your practice today, and you can look towards your left fingertips. Breathing in through your nose and out through your nose. Engage the core, give the legs a little bit of a hug. And then from here, you can do whatever feels right for you. Maybe you come into that laying butterfly position we did at the start as well. Or maybe you're coming down into corpse pose for Shavasana, relaxing the shoulders away from the ears, feeling the earth, tuning in with your body. Or perhaps this was the first step in your workout and you're going to run through another yoga flow or a leg session, a back session, whatever you're doing today with the rest of your day or your evening. I hope it is wonderful. Thank you so much for joining me for today's yoga flow. I hope it's wonderful, whatever you end up doing. I'll see you next week for the next free weekly yoga flow.